How wrong can you be? So, welcome back to the Dadskillz car channel in what is essentially a part 2 of getting the Honda CRV ready for the summer holidays. We've done a couple of trips already, but they were only short, and that was after we changed the discs and pads. If you haven't seen that video, it's in the playlist, go and take a look. But now we need to concentrate on gearbox oil and diff oil. I've got a feeling they've never actually been done, and we'll go through that when we start taking a look what the recommended mileage change they are. But this is Dadskillz, and it wouldn't be Dadskillz without me showing you the good and the bad. And in this one, I kind of messed up a little bit. Let's take a look. Okay, so I've never changed the gearbox oil on a Honda CRV before, so it's a case of looking round for the lowest point on the gearbox, and I reckon that looks like a drain plug to me, which is cool. Then you've got to look for where we fill it. There's an option there, maybe, but then that looks like a likely candidate up there, but it's so big I can't get any Allen keys in there or anything. So I've used a bit of logic, and this bolt, the head seems to go in there perfect. So if I can get another nut for this and create a lock nut, we can undo that, and I'll do that first, just in case I can't open it. Here is my workaround. So just locked a nut on there, that slots in there. Oh, I'm happy with that, that's pretty cool. And then if we undo it on that one. Oh, what's under here? Come on, don't be shy. Cheeker sneaker. Oh no, the whole thing's moving. Bear with me. I'm gonna have to kneel down here in amongst the dirt. We're gonna have to get the old welder out and weld that, because every time I turn it, it just keeps turning them both off. Can a man remember how to weld is the thing. Cut that bit off. Now we got to go through the nylon of the nylock bit, but hopefully. Right, okay, we'll grind that off. Ah! Right, okay. So welcome back to Amateur Hour. I've been cranking on that for a bit. And not wanting to break anything, I thought this can't be right. And it's quite high in the gearbox, really, compared to other ones I've done. So I consult the oracle, and apart from saying know thyself,
it's Latin, means know thyself.
She said, watch a couple of videos. I couldn't find one on Honda CRVs anywhere that are, you know, manual transmission, 2-litre petrol, all the rest of it. But I found a few Honda Fits or something, Honda Jazzes. That's the drain plug as we thought, but that's actually the fill there. So now I think we might be able to get somewhere. Now, you say crush washers. I say yes, of course, if I'd have bought any. So I'm gonna have to reuse what we've got. I'm sure it'll be fine. So, oh, ow, that really hurt. Oh my God. So, the man in JR Car Parts tells me that he doesn't know how many litres of oil this takes, but they only hold 2 in stock for it. Oh, there we go. That doesn't look too bad, does it really? So that's our fill point. We'll let that drain over the subframe, amazing. and he says he'll be amazed if it takes more than 2 litres. But I bought 3 just in case. No problem in that, is there? Right, that's that. And I've read somewhere this oil is meant to be a 72,000 mile change. Right, bear with me a minute. That was a pain. Had to put a spanner around that with a bit more leverage. So the man in jar car parts tells me this is a 72,000 mile change. Now the car's on 88. I doubt it's been done. I doubt it. So we're just gonna hold that drain plug there to stop the oil shooting out sideways. And then we'll have a look on the end of the plug and see what we've got. Now when I did this on the Mini, when I drained the oil, so we're going to take the engine out, it was full of iron filings on the end. But being Honda, will we get the same thing? I don't know. Right, there we go. Come out. Oh, look. Now whether that's magnetic or not, I don't know, but there's nothing on there, is there? Cool. Right. Let it drain for a minute. I waited a few minutes, it stopped dripping, so I put the drain plug back in. I haven't got a little pump that I can just sit at the side and pump it out of these, so we're going to use this big syringe. And this is the oil I've been supplied. 75W80. Nice. As you can see, it's certainly a different colour from the oil that came out. It's not the easiest of things to film, but I'll stick my end in there. Right, we're in. Right, I've got to try and push it with the camera hand. I won't film doing too much more of this because it's a bit tricky. But you get the gist. I shall keep going until it dribbles out of the fill hole. So, the man from Del Monte, or in our case, JR Car Parts, was right. It took just under 2 litres of oil. So, just need to... No, wrong way. Just need to do that up. Right, job done. Clean that off. Take it for a little spin. Here's the old oil. And being a dark pan, it's difficult to tell. And it's obviously had multiple oil changes in it before. But it was certainly a lot darker than what went in. I wouldn't like to go as far as to saying it was burnt out, but it certainly needs a change. At least there's no sparkly bits in it, which is cool. Ah! So this is a bit more useful, having the boot open. So I've tried to get the car as level as I can, because obviously when we fill it up, we want to get the required amount in. It's as level as practicable, I think, the saying. So here's the rear diff. You've got your prop shaft. God, it is windy. So fill hole, and then around the other side, drain hole. Oh, wowzers. Okay. So I went to try and get the oil for this, and this time the man in JR Car Parts tells me they don't do it, and it's quite common for companies not to supply it and not to supply any details about it. So, and then he said you might have to go to the main dealer for it, which obviously sends shivers down anyone's spines. So, go online and there's people selling the correct oil online, so we had to go to eBay for that. Right, nothing came out of that. Ah, yes. Yeah. Okay, so no magnetic end again, and interesting to see what the next oil looks like. That looks decidedly brown and burntish, so we will see. Right, we'll let that drain. Oh, God, this wind is annoying. Right, I should say I got enough of this oil to actually do a little flush through, so I flushed a couple of syringes through, put that back on. We've actually got a crush washer in the, well, we've got crush washers in the kit, so that's rather good. Right, totally different colour oil to what came out. This is a proper red transmission job, so I can only think we're doing good things. Don't know how I managed to make all these jobs so bloody oily and dirty. Certainly could never be a pro at this, I don't think. They'd never let me in the workshop. Right. Okay. We went till it dribbled out, cleaned it off a bit, so we'll take this for a run as well. Ah! Well, in the end, it all went okay. My little indiscretion at the beginning there, it let me get the welder out again, which is cool, so that was fine. It worked out in the end. So hopefully it should be absolutely fine now for a couple of longer trips we've got planned. So that's all from Dadskillz car channel today, and I will see you again. Goodbye.